Comments made about athletes and people on this show are only intended for humorous purposes for fantasy football. I respect your craft in real life. I'm a troll. This is what I do. But if I drafted you, you're on my team, and you're underperforming, hey man, welcome to my barbecue because you're about to get roasted, all right? Greetings to you live from LA, City of Angels. You know, there's one thing I hate more than traffic on the 405 on a Monday at like 5 p.m. And guess what? It's bullshit fantasy podcasts that don't give me anything. They're talking about their kids' game over the weekend, who they met, what college scout, this, that. Boo-hoo, I don't care. I need my guys that I need to add. Who do I drop? Who do I start? And that's it. I don't give a fuck about anything else. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Alright, I've been spending my entire adult life yelling at a television every Sunday, so I guess I'm qualified to also be a fantasy football analyst. I'm a business major from USC. I took a stats class once in my life, so I can read all this data. Let's go. I'm going to give you all the fantasy football advice you need, your waivers, your ads, your drops, your studs, duds, your starts, your sits, everything, okay? Are you ready? Let's go. Cut the crap. Alright, public service announcement. I refuse under any circumstance to roster a Notre Dame player on my team. You know why? I went to USC. Fight the fuck on. I hope you're ready. Let's go. Andrew Luck is back. He threw 53 passes in his first game back, so he's slinging the rock like the streets are hot, if you catch my drift. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. Okay, now, Ryan Grant is someone you need to keep on your radar. He had 9 targets, 8 receptions, not a lot of yardage, but if you're in PPR, that is gold. That's fantasy gold. That's a flex right there. I'm in a double flex league, so I'm getting Ryan Grant everywhere I can. Eric Ebron showed a lot of promise also. He's doing what the Lions could not do with him, and that's get him the ball. So he got a tutty, and you know what? I didn't have him in any leagues. I dropped him in one, and I was kicking myself in the butt. I picked up Mike Gesicki's dumbass on the fucking Miami Dolphins. Don't do that. Don't pick up Gesicki. Okay, now, the Browns. Oh my God, the Hard Knocks team, the Browns. They looked good. Juice Landry has a great rapport with Tyrod Taylor. Kush Gordon got a tutty. You know, I thought he was going to get 5 receptions, 80 yards, and a DUI this weekend, but boy, I was wrong. Okay, but I'm unloading Josh Gordon in every league. He was my pickup in the 5th round. I think he's top 10 value, so he was very cheap for that, segment. He's going to be playing the full game, getting all the targets to him. He was a bit of a decoy this week, but I'm staying away from the running back group. It looks like a committee. It's a lot of Carlos Hyde. Duke Johnson's not getting enough. I'm okay with dropping him right now because I don't need him to be taking up a bench spot. And now, the Detroit Lions. I'm a Bears fan, so I love seeing them lose to the Jets with my boy Sam Darnold. Fight on, getting the dub. Let's go. But Matt Stafford did not look good, but he was slinging the rock. And Kenny Golladay from Texas Tech, correct me if I'm wrong, I might be wrong, but he is looking like the number 2 after Golden Tate. They don't have a tight end anymore. It's the backfield in Detroit just seems to be cursed because Kerryon Johnson couldn't really even do anything either. So now that we've covered just some recaps, and you know what? I know I'm a Bears fan. Aaron Rodgers walks on water. I thought we destroyed him. Khalil Mack had like the best first half since 1982. Like what? Like let us get a W real quick, man. This is ridiculous. Now it's my favorite part of the show. We're doing our ad drops for the week. I'm starting at each position, QB to kicker. Okay, now we're starting with Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs. Andy Reid is a god when it comes to making a dual threat quarterback an elite fantasy option. There was Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick had his little stint. And you know what? We got a little special shout out to you Chiefs fans. Like this video, subscribe, and comment, and you'll get this shirt that I just magically have. It's a Chiefs Arrowhead shirt, Whoop. Let's go. Okay, now Patrick Mahomes slaying 4 tutties, has some rushing yards, and 200-something passing yards on less than 20 attempts. The man was slinging the rock to Tyreek Hill. Kareem Hunt didn't do much, neither did Kelsey. That's going to get corrected, and the ball is going to be spread. But that kid has a cannon, and he's going to let it fly. Go get him right now. Pause the video like I mean it. Get out of here, okay? When you come back, we're going to talk about this running back on the San Diego Chargers named Austin Eckler. All Melvin Gordon investment holders, pause the video, go get Eckler right now because he's the lightning to Melvin Gordon's thunder. Same with Phillip Lindsay. We could talk about him too, but I'm focusing on Eckler. The man can catch the ball. He's a second-year back that had an enormous preseason. Everybody was talking about him. He's going to be relevant. New Darren Sproles, new Danny Woodhead. Get your boy now. Okay, we're going to go to receiver. Back to the Colts thing we were talking about. Andrew Luck slaying the rock 53 times in his first game back. Get Ryan Grant. You need him. He's a possession receiver. All the best cornerbacks are going to be on T.Y. Hill, so he's going to be slipping through the cracks across the middle of the field, all those little dump and go routes. You need him on your team. Kaboom, tight end. There's a guy named George Kittle. Kittle in bits. You feed it to your dog, all right? You feel me? That man, now that Marquise Goodwin had his little quad contusion, is the guy in the 49ers organization. Jimmy G needs his security blanket, and right now Goodwin is down for a bit. Fight on. USC, love it, all right? Kittle, get him on your squads. Now, we're down to the defense. My big boy Bears, Mr. Khalil Mack truck coming for you quarterbacks. You feel me? Get the Bears on your team now. They were a top 10 defense last year, and now they added the best defenseman in the league right now. All you Aaron Donald lovers, yeah, get the fuck out of here. It's about that Mack attack. You feel me? Go get the Bears D right now. And now, you know, kickers that I've seen available in a lot of leagues. Mr. Vinny, my cousin Vinny, Adam Vinatieri. The man is good. Good as gold. Get him on your team. He's going to be kicking a lot of field goals for the Colts this year because they're marching down the field because of who? Andrew Luck. Now that you got these together, I'm going to cover my duds, studs, and your drops for the week. All right? Let's go. These are the guys you drafted real early. You were dumb for doing so. And now you got to do damage control. So what are we going to do? All right, I'm going to start off with Alex Collins in the Ravens backfield. Like, it's a committee. It's a RBCC. You know, Buck Allen had a lot of run in this game, I think, because they were up. But fight on. You know, that's 3 Trojans now. You get it? We're everywhere. An infestation. But Alex Collins, you know, I'm not dropping him, but I'm moving him to my bench. I am not starting him until I see a big game out of him. Stafford, we talked about him earlier. He just threw an abnormal amount of picks. I like to see that get back together. You know, it's new offense, new system. They're shaking the rust off. That's week 1. Leonard Fournette pulled his hammy. He has a big injury risk that comes with him, but I think it's worth it. The Jags know how to manage him now, so I like to say that he's not going to be out too long, especially if, you know, Dougie is saying it's not too serious. So I would really not invest a waiver claim into TJ Yeldon to make up for that because Fournette is different in how he runs in that system. I don't think it's that backfield that's, you know, changing anything. Now we go to Doug Baldwin. He did an MCL sprain on his other knee, not his bad knee. So I'm phasing him out. If you got an IR slot, I'm throwing him in there. I've been seeing people drop Dougie, but I'd be picking him up for a playoff run because if he comes back, because the Seahawks are going to need him, he could come real handy for you. So if someone was dumb enough to drop Dougie, go get him right now. Nick Foles, slow start. Remember, all right, first week, he's going to come back with a vengeance this week. He's going to kill it. Saints D, oh my God, I was so up on the Saints D, especially with all the moves they made in the draft, what they learned from last year against the Vikings, but Ryan Fitzmagic came out of nowhere and had his best career game, and they got -9 points. Are you kidding me? I could have thrown them away, taken a goose egg, and won like 3 of my leagues, but nah. The Saints had to just, you know, be the vice on my nuts for that one. Those sons of bitches. All right, Big Ben didn't have a big game, but you know what? He was playing the Browns. The Browns play him tough, man. I don't know. It just happened. So Big Ben's going to bounce back. Alfred Morris, that's an interesting call. They're about to play the Lions this week. I think he's going to do much better because from the Vikings to the Lions have one of the worst ranked defenses this year. A lot of holes. Patricia ain't going to fix that. Peyton Barber. I was on the Ronald Jones hype train. Fight on. Oh my God, 4 of them? Dude, we're everywhere. All right, Ronald Jones has been dropped by a lot of teams. I would go get him. Peyton Barber has never been good as a starter. He was never good as a starter. I knew he was not going to be good as a starter. And what happened? He had a dud in the Saints game where they put up 50 points. Like, he did nothing. All right, get out of here. Evan Ingram dealing with some injury woes. I think he's going to bounce back. Chris Hogan, he's gonna kill it. He's got Tom Brady throwing him the ball. He had a bad game. Next, Deshaun Watson gonna bounce back. Are you kidding me? It's Deshaun Watson. He's back from that ACL. He's got DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller. They don't really have a tight end situation, but Lamar Miller's gonna benefit off of that. When Deshaun Watson's in, the Texans are gonna win you your league. If he's not, God help us all. Kareem Hunt and Travis Kelce, like we were talking about earlier with Mahomes, they're gonna get their lion's share of all the targets and carries. It's gonna happen. It was just, a fluke game. Mahomes and Hill, it's just like, it was magic, man. And Dak Prescott, man, I was up on him and Zeke, and then the whole center and left guard injuries happened, and just everything's starting to fall to shit. And I have dropped Dak Prescott for Mahomes, for Tyrod Taylor. I don't want any of him. And Jimmy Graham, totally dependent on the matchup. The Bears have a very good linebacking core, so they kept him contained. And then it depends on Aaron Rodgers' health at this point. If he tweaks his knee, what's going to happen? But I don't like him against Minnesota either. I'm benching him for a guy like Jared Cook, George Kittle. That would be my swap of the week. And, that's the show. That's all we got for you right now. We're in our early beginning, so that's week 1, getting you ready for week 2. I'm gonna hit you with 2 to 3, so on and so forth, up into the playoffs. If you got a pick'em league, I'll help you out. So what I need you to do right now is to stay up to date. So you got to come follow us on Instagram and Twitter, Cut the Crap Sports. You got to make sure you're doing everything that I say. Nah, I'm just kidding. You can do whatever you want. It's a free country. But make sure you're looking at my live updates to see if those guys are available in your league, because I'm only giving you good ones. None of that crap. Cut the crap.